Have you ever pondered how our senses came to be as they are today? The enigma of evolution has always been a subject of profound curiosity and fascination. It's like a grand mystical puzzle, where every piece represents a different stage in our development, and each one contributes to the complex and fascinating tapestry of our existence. In the vast expanse of evolutionary time, our senses have been our faithful allies, guiding us, protecting us, and enabling us to interact with the world around us. They have adapted and refined over countless millennia, each change a response to the varied and shifting environments we have encountered. From the primeval forests of our early ancestors to the bustling technicolor cities of today, our senses have been shaping and being shaped by our experiences and challenges. So let's embark on a voyage of discovery. Let's traverse the winding paths of time and uncover the secrets of our sensory evolution. Join us as we delve into the captivating journey of the evolution of our senses. Our journey begins millions of years ago, when our ancestors were just starting to navigate the earth. Picture a time when humans were not as we are today, but rather primal beings groping their way through existence. The world was a vast, uncharted wilderness, filled with unknown dangers and opportunities alike. In this challenging landscape, our early ancestors relied heavily on their basic senses, such as touch and taste, for survival. Touch, for instance, was not merely a means to feel the softness of a leaf or the roughness of a rock. It was an essential tool that allowed early humans to navigate their surroundings, to identify and evade threats, and to find sustenance. Over time, as our ancestors ventured into new environments, the sense of touch evolved, becoming more refined and sensitive. The skin, the largest organ and the primary medium for touch, developed a multitude of nerve endings that could discern even the subtlest variations in temperature, texture, and pressure. Then there's taste, a sense that played a pivotal role in early human survival. Unlike today, where taste often serves the purpose of pleasure and culinary exploration, for our ancestors, taste was a matter of life and death. The ability to distinguish between the sweet taste of a ripe berry and the bitter taste of a poisonous plant could mean the difference between survival and demise. As humans migrated and encountered a variety of new foods, our taste buds adapted, allowing us to safely consume a wider range of substances. But these senses did not evolve in isolation. They developed in tandem with other senses, forming a complex and interconnected sensory system that helped early humans interpret and respond to their environment. This system was, and still is, our primary means of interacting with the world. So, as we journey through the epochs, from the era of our earliest ancestors to the present day, we see a fascinating pattern of sensory evolution. The basic senses of touch and taste, once rudimentary survival tools, have transformed into sophisticated instruments of perception. As we evolved, so did our senses, adapting to new challenges and scenarios. Fast forward a few million years, and we find our senses becoming more complex and sophisticated. With the passage of time, our ancestors started developing advanced senses like sight and hearing. These adaptations weren't just random occurrences, they were responses to changes in lifestyle and environment. Let's take sight, for instance. Early humans were primarily nocturnal, a lifestyle that demanded excellent night vision. But as they began to shift towards diurnal living, their visual systems also had to adapt. The cone cells in our eyes, responsible for color perception during daylight, increased in number. This allowed early humans to discern a broader spectrum of colors, helping them identify ripe fruits, spot predators, and navigate their environment more efficiently during the day. Now, let's consider hearing. In the beginning, our ancestors relied heavily on low-frequency sounds, which are ideal for nocturnal environments. However, as they moved into open savannas and started living in groups, the need to communicate effectively became paramount. This led to the evolution of our auditory system, enabling us to perceive a wider range of frequencies. Not only did this help in detecting threats, but it also played a crucial role in the development of language, one of the most significant milestones in human evolution. But it wasn't just our external senses that advanced. Our internal senses, like proprioception, the sense of our body's position in space, also refined over time. This was crucial for our ancestors as they transitioned from quadrupedal to bipedal locomotion. The ability to maintain balance, coordinate movements, and navigate complex terrains became vital for survival. These advanced adaptations were not an overnight phenomenon. They were the result of millions of years of natural selection, where beneficial traits were passed down generations, slowly shaping our senses to what they are today. As we transition from hunter-gatherers to agrarian societies, and eventually to the industrialized and digital world, our senses continue to adapt to the changing circumstances. And it's this amazing ability to adapt that has been key to our survival and success as a species. Our senses continued to evolve, becoming more refined and specialized over time. Today, our senses are finely tuned machines, capable of perceiving the world in astonishing detail. Our ability to see, hear, taste, smell, and touch has been honed to such a degree that we can discern the subtlest nuances in our environment. Our eyes can differentiate millions of colors, our ears can detect a wide range of frequencies, and our skin can feel even the slightest change in pressure or temperature. What's more, evolution has not stopped shaping our senses. It's a ceaseless process, silently working in the background, tweaking and refining our abilities to perceive. For instance, our sense of taste has evolved to help us avoid harmful substances and seek out nutritious foods. Our sense of smell, on the other hand, has been crucial in identifying dangers like fire or rotten food even before we see them. Our senses have also adapted to the demands of our modern world. With the advent of technology and urbanization, our senses are constantly being challenged and stretched in new ways. We are learning to navigate the bombardment of digital information, the cacophony of city sounds, and the artificial flavors and scents of our processed foods. These modern sensibilities, as they continue to evolve, will undoubtedly shape the human experience in the future. Who knows what new abilities we might develop in response to the ever-changing world? Our senses, as we know them today, are the result of millions of years of evolution, constantly adapting and refining to help us perceive the world around us. So, we've journeyed from the early beginnings of our senses to their advanced state today. We've seen how our senses began as simple survival mechanisms, evolved into complex tools, allowing us to perceive and understand the world around us. From the heightened senses of our ancestors to the nuanced senses of today's humans, the evolution of our senses is truly a testament to the adaptive power of nature. As we continue to evolve, who knows what fascinating adaptations our senses might undergo in the future? Until then, let's appreciate the intricate marvels of evolution that our senses truly are.